Life's a pitch. I'm sick of talking about the Dens Part 1, but let's talk about it one more time. Dundee Rangers got cancelled, postponed, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to greet whatever terminology you want to use, but let's talk about which team of the two Glasgow Giants did it benefit.
Yes, welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Now, the game between Dundee and Rangers did get postponed. However, is all that done is postpone Rangers a couple of weeks from getting back to the top of the table, or will they maybe never see the top of the table again this season? That could be it. We could potentially see a scenario now where Celtic just see out the entire season, what's left of it, as number one, as the top team in Scotland. Or we could see Rangers eventually get back there. It depends. The game's going to be happening between match day 32 and match day 33. But what does this mean for the old firm? Who does this benefit? Does it benefit anyone, or is it just a nothing burger, really? Because we've seen Rangers fans claim that some have claimed this is a good thing, some have claimed this is a bad thing. Same with Celtic fans, some have claimed this is a good thing, some have claimed this is a bad thing. So we're going to look at the pros and cons today, and then we'll see what you guys think. So first of all, let's just look at it from a Rangers perspective, since the Rangers game was the game that got cancelled. So we're going to take Celtic out of the equation right now. What are the pros for Rangers this game being postponed?
A few more players back for the game at Dundee.
People were saying they looked legged against
They did, right?
Benfica.
See those conditions, it makes it a bit more of a level playing field, but I wanted it played, right? I want to be going into the game at Ibrox.
Look, we don't care. We're talking about what the pros are here. We don't care what you want. We're talking about pros.
I'm talking about my pros. My point is, I think it's better going into a game at Ibrox having this game played, because then you can build the gap to 5.
Is that a pro or a con?
That's a fucking pro.
No, but the game was postponed, so we're talking about the pros here, and you're talking about a con. Can you not see that? Are you a con man? Maybe that's the case. Maybe you're a con man.
Are you a professional? Or are you a FUD? Because I'm trying to get my fucking point across.
Yeah, but we're on the pros here, and you're talking about how, I'd much rather this game be played. So that's basically you saying it's a con.
It's a 50p mix-up is what it is.
No, well, hold on here.
Who gives a fuck?
I give a fuck. I'm asking you for the pros, and you're talking about a con.
Alright, Jambo Bear, reel it in.
Right. My name's not Ewan Cameron. Anyway, right, let's get back to the pros. So, pros are Rangers might have a few more players available by the time this game comes around. They looked leggy against Benfica. It's gave them a rest. It's gave them 2 weeks off. Is that it? Is that the pros?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so.
Right, let's talk about the cons then. First of all, this means that Celtic are guaranteed to be top of the table for the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
I think that could change momentum, because Rangers have been the team on the up lately, and now Celtic are back on top. Albeit, yes, they played one game more, but I still think momentum-wise, that will give Celtic a slight boost, because they have been second best for the past, couple of months now. They have been under attack, been under pressure, but at the moment, they sit top of the table. So yeah. I think that is a con, the fact that Rangers have to go into the international break. They're no longer top, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
Another con, I think, is that people were talking about how Rangers look leggy, how they had a lot of games, and they're saying that this will benefit them because they're getting time off. However, if you talk about the heavy schedule, doesn't that just mean that this is going to add another game to Rangers' schedule after the international break? Therefore, after the international break, Rangers are still going to be playing more games than Celtic.
Of course they are.
So you can say that, well, it helped them because they didn't have to play Dundee 3 days after Benfica. But now they're going to have to play Dundee 3 games after Celtic. And yeah, they'll be a bit fresher, but they're still going to have to play an extra game here. So whether the extra game was played before the international break or whether it was played after, it's still one game more than they're playing than Celtic. So therefore, they're still going to be more tired than Celtic.
I get that. You've also got to bear in mind is if Rangers beat Celtic, they only go 2 points clear. Where if you went 5 points clear, it's good. It's so much better. It's so much neater. Instead of this, we're 2 points clear, but we have the chance in a couple of days to go 3 points clear, or 5 points clear with the 3 points added to your 2 points. A lot of numbers getting thrown about here. For me, I think it's a mentality thing. I want to be top of the league right now. I wanted the Dundee game to go ahead. But the players have to be stronger than that, right? It's alright for us to sit. as fans and be like, oh, well, like, oh, it went like this, oh, but Celtic might have got an advantage. The players have to step up to task, regardless of when these games are getting filled in. Did these players want to go against Benfica? We're talking about congestion. The way we're talking is as if Rangers went through, they're fucked. Because there would have been 2 more games at least in Europe.
Yeah, I personally think this is a bad thing for Rangers, the fact this game was postponed. I also think it's a bad thing for Dundee. I think Dundee would rather have known what they're going to get from this game. Instead, now they're going to play it just before the final game of the split. I think Dundee's not expected to get something here, but I think they would rather know a couple of weeks previously if they're going to get any results or they're going to get any points. So, yeah, I don't think it's a good thing for Dundee or for Rangers. I think this actually kind of slightly benefits Celtic and Hibernian, but this is my opinion. I say Hibernian because they're battling Dundee for 6.
I agree. I think it puts a bit more pressure on Rangers for the Old Firm.
Because see when this game originally happened, let's look at Dundee for example. See if this game happened when it was supposed to. I think Dundee would be looking at this as a shot to nothing. Here, if we get a result then great, but we're not expected to. However, because this has been postponed and it's happening in the penultimate game before the split, all of a sudden, Dundee could be going into this game and instead of it being here, it's like a roll of the dice and if we get something great, Dundee could be going into this game now actually knowing that they need to get something.
Yeah, and then that is a difference maker.
So that could actually make the game harder for Rangers.
It could make the game harder for Rangers, but...
Well, I mean, as you say it could, it probably will.
We'll have to wait and see, guys.
Anyway, let's get to the comments.
10th, will you be there?
Watching it on telly, aye.
Aye. Oh, that's good enough.
By the way, kick-off time 8 o'clock. Thoughts on that? I think it's shit.
Is it?
Yeah, I would have just had it at 6 p.m. I don't know why they've done it 8. Last time Rangers travelled up to Dens Park, it didn't go too well, so...
See, as long as the pitch is alright, which it ain't alright on a sunny day, so it's just...
Should they get Tannadice on standby?
Fuck Tannadice, just... No, but see these people that say, right, oh, Dundee should be deducted points. You know what? You can't just deduct the team points because it happened against your team, but I think there should be something written in the law book where if you have to postpone 5 or more matches, you automatically give up the 3 points on the 5th game or something.
Yeah, but then would the 4th team would not be like, oh, that's a bit unfair?
I know, but no, there has to be some sort of...
Fines?
This is the 4th... No, but fines just like bankrupts the club.
Nah, yeah, we don't want that.
No, honestly...
So what you're saying is we should give Dundee money to help them with a pitch?
Yeah. Well, no...
Why not? So Rangers should pay Dundee to get better surfaces?
It's the top flight, man. This shouldn't be happening.
So we should just relegate Dundee?
I had a fid, right?
Why don't we just cut the top flight down to 5 teams?
See when Rangers last played Dundee, I uploaded a video talking about the game might get... Remember the game with the Flares?
Aye.
I uploaded a video earlier that day, that's in December, November time, saying that the game could get postponed due to heavy rain. It didn't, but what happened in the next time? It got postponed. Look at the games look at the amount of games Dundee at one point had in hand because the amount of games postponed at Dens Park.
Absolutely shite.
No, it's shite.
Anyway, let's get
Stadium's made out of shite.
Let's get into the comments here. We're quickly. I mean, if your comment's shite, then we're probably not going to read it.
Aye.
But if it's a super chat, then we'll definitely read it.
Aye.
So you've got my word there.
Hit the dollar sign.
Stuart Balderson said, so not being top of the table going into the break is good for Rangers, who then play first after the split, then go 5 points clear before Celtic play, and this benefits Rangers. Makes sense anyways, idiots. Right, well, I'm assuming he's not talking to us, because again, we've never fucking said that it benefits anybody. We're putting up the poll for the option, and we're giving you the chance to pick who you think it benefits. We have not said it benefits neither Rangers or Celtic. Actually, in this video, I've said that I think it's a benefit to Celtic.
I think the poll reflects it's pretty close to it benefits.
Yeah, I mean, it's a coin toss here. And I think you can actually make compelling arguments as to why it might benefit either side. But it's not clear cut and dry, though.
I think Celtic fans would have rathered the game get postponed because it puts them top.
Yeah.
If I was in Celtic's position, I would rather Celtic get a game postponed that gives us time at the top of the league.
Or Celtic would rather the game go ahead and Dundee win, but then again, that's hindsight. You don't know.
Maybes, you can't.
Yeah, you don't know that. Wolf called loneliness. So Rangers have 3 games. The first 7 days back from the break. Not sure if that's the case. So how will that help Rangers? Don't get me wrong. I think we benefited from it being cancelled, as we have possibly got more injuries and a surface like that. But overall, it's going to benefit Celtic. Rangers Snow have a game wedged between old firms, so it gives 2 days to prepare for Buggy's game of the season rather than 5 or 6 days. So, comment here kind of contradicting itself, saying that it doesn't benefit Rangers, but it kind of did benefit Rangers, but long term it's going to benefit Celtic.
To the big wolf.
That's what I'm... So it's benefiting everybody. Lock, Wonderpal, Rangers were defeated at Ibrox by Benfica. The Rangers looked out on their feet, knackered. Game off on Sunday means rest, but they will come back versus Hibs on back of defeat. Well, I mean, by the time they play Hibs, I don't really think the defeat against Benfica is going to matter much.
No.
Or at least it shouldn't.
It won't.
You know, we're going into the Hibs game on the back of defeat. I mean, what?
Say what you want, right? Obviously, at the time, it hurt going out to Benfica. It's the best thing for Rangers this season.
Yeah, a 2-week break, you know, that kind of will be swept under the carpet. Tyler,
No, they just don't have the squad. I mean, if we're talking about them struggling with 2 competitions, I mean, the Europe games take it out of a team.
Especially when you've got injuries. Tyler Newton, both. Rangers because we'll have some key players back for the rescheduled games. Celtic because they get to be top for a couple of weeks and pretend they're the best team in Scotland. See, I think that's a fair comment.
Yep.
I think it does. You can definitely see why it benefits.
The guys at Newton now.
Who cares? 1 club, 4 cancelled games. Only club in the entire UK who had to call off their match. Rangers game pathetic. SPFL do nothing again to make them upgrade the pitch to pro standard. Pathetic.
Yes.
IB rocks. Rangers rest needed, but a lot depends on when they reschedule it for. Miles says from next season on, whatever team can't have their pitch to be a playable standard, the game should get rescheduled to the away team's home ground. That's actually, I think that's a fair. But then again, I suppose that the fans, what about fans that have got season tickets or whatnot?
True.
That would be, no, I mean, I get it. I think that sounds fair to punish the club, but then you're punishing the fans, and then you've got the whole deal with Sky and the whole broadcast. You can only show 4 at-home games, and then that would mean that Sky wouldn't be able to show this because it would be at Ibrox, and God forbid they're not going to waste an Ibrox game on Dundee.
No.
So, I mean, I get what you're saying there, but it just doesn't really work. Mr. RFC, the answer is we don't know until after the Old Firm game. You can spin this both ways. I agree. User says the kiddie fiddlers. I'm assuming he's talking about Celtic there. Chris Barrett, doesn't benefit anyone. The game wasn't played. What a stupid question. No, it's not a stupid question. The fact that the game wasn't played means that it could fucking benefit Celtic because they get to stay top of the table. Is that really hard to comprehend?
For him, it is.
Plus, it also allows Rangers to have their players to take a rest, and they might have more players back for injury when they do play the game. So again, it's almost like he's saying because the game wasn't played, it can't possibly benefit anyone. What a stupid... Never mind stupid question. What a stupid comment.
Stupid comment there, and big Rab Fa, the next guy, he's no feeling either.
How can it, for fuck's sake? I think the knuckle draggers just see the Rangers badge and click it. Right, Mr. Boo Boo, genuinely, it could dip both slides. It could dip and slide both sides. The problem is we've got... Why has this even been allowed in professional football? Now, weather conditions can stop games, but 4 times from the same club is shocking. I don't agree that fining Dundee will help either. The SFA need to help clubs more to make our league more watchable, and plastic is not the way. Oh, Dundee don't play on plastic, but anyway. I heard the SFA were more disappointed that Sky was there and got let down. What about all the travelling supporters? Regardless what side you're on, shocking display once again from the SFA. Well, of course the SFA don't really care about the fans. They're going to care more about
the Sky deal.
Yeah, they're going to care about that more than fans.
Sky Jack.
Mr. Project Mayhem, can't tell right now, gives Rangers a chance to get players back, but if that game is squeezed in before the Old Firm game, then Celtic will surely benefit. So, aye.
Yep, but it's after. Billy Leadbitter says pitch was dangerous for all the players, that's why it's been postponed. No Masonic conspiracy at play. It benefits Rangers as they'll be maybe get important players back. Still, McCausland, Seaman and Danilo are a big loss to Rangers, as is a tatty to Celtic. You got CCV back, but the break came with you wanting him to get back to get more game time. Same for Rangers players who are out and on the way back. No way should Rangers risk guys like Roof, Cantwell, Lawrence who are not 100% fit. Sadly, if anybody breathes on Kumar, he gets injured. Talented striker, though. Seaman's been out since January. I think he had 15 goals up until then in all competitions. Yeah, that's the thing, though. I mean, yeah, it benefits Rangers in the sense that players will come back, but the pitch is shite. There's so many players that shouldn't probably be risked on it. Kamar Roof, I'm done with Kamar Roof, right? If you want to hear my thoughts on Kamar Roof, check out my channel. The guy's made out of Weetabix. I'm sick of him. I think the guy's cost us quite a lot in his Rangers career. Yeah, has he got a good goal ratio? Absolutely. But see the amount of crucial games that the guy's missed out due to the fact that he's made it out of glass. Come on.
Musical
addiction. See a pay for you play contract does not work.
No. I think they just need to cut their losses on Kamara Roof.
Well, he's got a contract, so just let it go.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Let's move on.
Is he really on 40k a week? That's a lot of money for a guy who just barely plays.
I would say he's not far off it, Ian.
Who cares? Mickey Mouse League. Well, I mean,
Mickey Mouse.
You're commenting, so I mean, Colin Simmons, no can't. Okay, Gary Fitzpatrick. It was the only way we were hitting the tip of the tape. It was the only way we were hitting the tip of the league before the international break. It's a real bonus for us. Brendan has been shocking this season, but this might just give us a spark. Thoughts on that?
I can't speak. Here, exactly. I mean, that's a Celtic need it. Just to sit top, it does wonders for the confidence.
James Fulton says maybe Dundee, as Rangers would have put about 8 past them. Based on what? I mean, Dundee's home form's really good.
Well. Alan Wigg says, if only Dundee had a plastic pitch. Biggie Smalls, why would it benefit Celtic? Of course, it benefits Rangers.
Because it means that Rangers will have to play more games after the international break. And it also means that Celtic get to sit top of the table, and that can do wonders for confidence. So there you go. There's a couple of reasons why. Christopher, benefits the governed team. League defeat, then Euro defeat. An injury list, pretty ironic. The only game cancelled in Scotland, including the low leagues and the Highland League, was that one. I mean, is it really a conspiracy here? Let's keep in mind that Dundee have already had, 3 games before this one cancelled already? It's not like it's just a Rangers thing.
No. We're barking up the wrong tree with that pish, alright? Christopher.
Michael Hoy, definitely going to help Celtic. Going to Ibrox, top of the league, just gives the whole team confidence, and football is mostly about confidence. Rangers' confidence is low with the defeats and losing top spot. But, well, I mean, Celtic aren't guaranteed to go top. I mean, they could lose in their opening game back. Who are they against again, by the way?
Livingston, away to Livingston.
Alright, then they're going to go top. Well, they'll be top when they play Rangers at Ibrox. May says it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Dundee really have to improve the drainage and conditions on their pitch. I agree. It's just nonsense now.
It will give Celtic confidence, but you've got to bear in mind, it's not like Rangers' game in hand. It's against Real Madrid. It's against Dundee.
Loxism says still wasn't as bad as those jokes of pitches at the Don Curly Worley Stadium or Rugby Park. Yeah, plastic pitches aren't great, I suppose. Musical addiction. Our players are dead on their feet, and a wee break will help. Celtic can keep the top spot nice and warm until we scalp them at Ibrox. If we go top with a game in hand, it's over for me. Not the league. I'm talking about Brendan's job. Thoughts on that? Brendan's job?
Nah, his job won't be over. Well, I mean, his job might be over in the sense of he won't claw it back, but he's not going to get sacked if they get beat.
No, I mean, they're not going to just fall behind Celtic and then fall behind Rangers and right, that's it, we need to get rid of Rodgers.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was the case, they'd probably already got rid of Rodgers right now.
Yeah, I think they should have got rid of him.
Because, well, Rangers haven't really had that chance, but I mean, Rangers could have went 5 points clear of Celtic.
Yeah, with the Motherwell game.
Does that mean Rodgers...
How much is that going to cost Rangers, man?
So does that mean that Rodgers would have got sacked then if Rangers had to beat Motherwell? You know, I don't think it really works. Like, I think that at this point, no one's getting sacked.
No.
I think they will be there till the end of the season, or at least until the league's mathematically over. I don't think anyone's getting sacked at this point.
It's not getting sacked even if he loses.
CVC Doogie says, don't think it benefits either. It's just a joke that a Premiership club can't host a game at their ground because of weather that happens all the time. Well, I mean, we are in Scotland. It does rain all the time, I guess.
It wasn't abnormal, though. You know what I mean? Like, you can get like a crazy storm. It was fucking a bit of generic rain.
Stevie says it doesn't matter because no matter how shit Celtic are at the moment, they will still win the league. Shows how shit Rangers are when it happens. 20 replies. Do we really want to get into this? Well, I think we will, but...
No, I'll answer it. So I can answer it for the 20. Celtic are shite. But some people are forgetting that Rangers were awful and behind Celtic under Beale, and Clement's turned it around.
Yeah, it's not like Clement was there from day one and he's only like, he only ever got 2 points in front. Clement's clawed back an 8-point gap.
Yeah.
I don't know where this guy's getting
his Celtic are top because Rangers' game didn't happen.
I don't know where this guy's getting his confidence for that Celtic are so shit but they're still going to win the league. Yeah. I'm not really seeing that, but whatever. And Miss Jer says none. Doesn't matter what way you look at it. Be an argument for both teams no matter what way you look at it. Rangers will just deal with the extra game head on, onwards and upwards. So You say none, but then you say there's an argument that it benefits both teams, so therefore, I mean, it kind of is one or the other or both, but not really none. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. Pretty close poll. I mean, like I said, you can make an argument either way, but I don't really think it's going to matter. If Rangers don't beat Dundee in this rescheduled game, I don't think you can say, well, it's because of this, or, if Rangers drop points, it's because of this. If Rangers don't win the league, or if Celtic don't win the league, I don't think we're going to be looking back at the cancellation of this Dundee Rangers game and going, well, that was the difference maker.
No, that'd be pathetic. If anyone's using the excuse of, oh, well, if we played it before they're not, no, fuck off, man. Rangers need to go and win. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
And as for Celtic, it shouldn't matter. The league is in both teams' hands. It's for whoever loses it to fuck it up.
Yeah, there's 2 Old Firm games left, so it doesn't really matter right now if you're 2 points behind or 1 point behind or whatnot. Like, you can still win the league. It's mathematically in both of these teams' hands. But who knows? By the time Rangers play Celtic at Ibrox, if Rangers win, then mathematically it could be out of Celtic's hands because Rangers will then only have to win their remaining games outside of the post-split Old Firm and they would be crowned champions. So yeah, that game at Ibrox should be an absolute cracker. We'll catch you in that one. Long way away. Got some good international football though to keep us toasty until then. We'll see you next time.
Oh, aye.
Peace.